All right, are we in it? This is it? We're here. Do I have my thing on?
You do.
I didn't even feel it. That's what she said. We're here today with the lovely Princess Asha. And Asha, actually, can you tell them why you're a princess?
Because it's my birthday.
I'm so thrilled to have her on the show for the birthday month.
Yes.
And you're never here. You're never in Orlando. So I'm happy to have you on the couch in the KALUOHS studio. If you watched some of the other videos, you've known that most of the artists have been local. So I'm excited to get somebody who is traveling through and able to snag them for the couch. So today we have plenty of stuff to be doing, some questions to ask you, and an amazing project to do for your birthday. But before I get into all my stuff, I want you to tell people what you do, and it's a lot. So think about your highlights.
So I'm a director and producer, CEO of Love My Productions. Can I do something cool with that?
Oh, he's good at that.
We produce films that talk about like social awareness and like cute subcultures, definitely nerd culture all day. So
I know the one that we've seen most recently is Spoiler Alert, where it's talking about Spoiler Alert actually being a person. It's not just an app, it's a person who runs in and punches people.
Exactly, so it's the app that comes to life. I think it's kind of cool to incorporate technology in more of a comedic way. We always kind of complain about it, but it's kind of cool to talk about in a nice, fun, incorporated way.
And I met you when we were working on one of these projects where we were working on a 48-hour film festival, and I was doing makeup and costuming and acting.
And
they just dragged me into it. I was there for makeup, and they were like, by the way, how are you with lines?
Pretty much, yeah, and we rocked it.
We're really bad at acting together.
What? We are?
No, never.
Gosh, thank you. I know what I was gonna do with my life. Okay, sorry guys. See, that bad.
Well, this is also, we're recording in the morning. Normally we film these at night, and so we are still just waking up. We're powering through some coffee, and
Okay, let's just leave it alone. Yeah, got it.
So we're gonna move into the question round of the show, where there's 3 questions that you are aware of that you may not have actually practiced for. But
not at all, because I got them like yesterday.
Well, you told me you were gonna be here like the day before yesterday, so here we are. So we have 3 questions that you know about. There's gonna be 1 question that you don't know about, and then we're going to make something awesome. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, cool. The first question we have for Miss Asha is, when did you first call yourself an artist?
So the very first time I called myself an artist, I think I was like 4 years old. To be honest, I was like, I'm gonna be an artist. I know how to write, I can dance, I can sing. And then but that was like more of like a dreamer style. I think officially was when I actually published my first poem. And I was 13 years old. So that's when I was like, I'm really an artist now.
I published a poem too. It was called Burnt Sienna, and it was about a Crayola crayon.
That is actually really cute.
Okay, so thank you for that answer. The next question that you wanted to be asked was, which emotion has inspired your art the most? And your options include fear, sadness, joy, or love.
So at different stages of my life, I think when I was younger, it was all about just being, happy. You know, everything that made me happy, I wanted to write about it and share and talk about it. And then through the middle stages of my life, like that middle school age, 13, I was all about fear. Everything was terrifying, everything was weird, and I went through a lot. But now it's all from love. So that's all, yeah, it's like my evolution. Go figure, Love My Productions. Exactly, that is very fitting, you're right. You put the 2 together.
You need to do this more. I miss you. You should be in my state.
Wow, what a way to put me on the spot to say I should come to Florida.
I'm just saying.
They're gonna miss me in Charlotte.
They're gonna miss you anywhere because you're you. Next question for Miss Asha is a question that a lot of people actually choose, and I love it because I hope a lot of young people watch this because young people are all up on YouTube all the time. So, What advice would you give 13-year-old you?
Chill the frick out. Stop being such a perfectionist. That's what I would have told 13-year-old me.
You were
That's like the first. Oh yeah.
What were you obsessed with being perfect at?
Well, I wanted to impress my family, teachers, everybody, and it was kind of sad because at that age, I was being told I was like the worst thing. I learned I was like, just be yourself, go for it, stop being a perfectionist, and just chill out. Let your creativity flow.
And then you'd be even more creative, which is hard to believe at this point.
No, believe it or not, I used to be really crafty when I was 13. That's why I used to paint mannequins, like heads and stuff like that, make cool things.
And now you're here.
Now I make films. Yeah.
It's a big change, but it's reflective of how you've been creative before. Where it was a face being painted on a mannequin, now it's like the character that you're creating. So it's just evolved.
The
next question we have is actually a trick question because it's 1 card with 2 questions. The first question, they're both submitted by Instagram users. The first one is by Instagram user All Things Lucky, and she wants to know, did you ever feel like an imposter at the beginning?
Yeah. So right now I'm actually going through that phase. I feel like an imposter sometimes because I'm trying to represent gamers, but like there's certain aspects of nerd culture that's not me, which you know that happens. Like we have our
There's a
own
lot
niche.
of nerd culture.
Right. So I'm like, let me find a representative for that because I don't want to misrepresent that group. For example, I would say anime. Like, I love it, but it's not like my deep passion.
Right. You're not a real nerd.
Exactly. So I'm going through that right now, but I'm still a nerd though at heart. So, and I still do a lot of other things, whether it's console gaming and PC gaming and all that. So.
Well, I'm sure that they appreciate having a unique nerd voice because we tend to see a lot of the same people and faces and voices and...
Right, and that's all I'm trying to do. I just want to kind of bring everyone together and be like, so that in other words, I might feel like I am sometimes, but instead of letting it distract away from my creativity, I'm like, you know what? I can partner with someone else who is a bigger fan than me, you know?
And then you're making more collaborations, which is what we're doing here.
Hey.
So this question, I had posted something on Instagram that said that I have a mystery guest, a beautiful mystery guest coming to town, and we want to know what to ask. There was literally only one comment. So this is the one question, and it was submitted by Instagram user Chuckapocalypse, who's a very close friend of mine.
Oh, stop it! He says hi, by the way.
Oh, I love him.
Chuck is awesome.
He's fantastic. So this is Chucka's question, and he doesn't know who it was for because I just said I'm filming some beautiful person, and so his question is, how do you stay so beautiful? And I'm curious too because you're gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. So I stay beautiful from having amazing friends like Sarah. I'm not even being cheesy right now. You guys keep me alive and give me tips on what to do with my face. Just kidding.
Leave it.
Stop using so much makeup. Got it. But yeah, I don't know. And then also just embracing love. So there you go. Love keeps you beautiful.
I think that's true. I think if you're an ugly person on the inside, you'll end up an ugly person on the outside.
Basically, right. So then I hang out with other pretty people.
Are they coming later? Well, you've successfully survived the question round. That's it. You're free.
That was amazing.
And before we move into the collaboration round, where we're not only collaborating on something, but we're also kind of competing because we make our own pieces, how can people find you or reach out to you, or what type of collaborations, or what would you like to plug before we move on?
So you guys can follow me on Instagram at Love My Productions. We also have a website, lovemyproductions.com, and we're always looking for people to want to work with us. So you just click on the Work With Us tab, and then we can actually collaborate together. Yes, Random Humans. Did my website. Awesome. Gamer Girls web series coming out soon, so be on the lookout for that.
Awesome. Go follow Asha, subscribe to the channel, and in just a second we'll be back with all of the shit on the table, and we will start the collaboration round.
Collaboration.
Welcome back. We are here with a lot more stuff on the table. It's like a little magical. I feel like I need your boop. We have knighted the llamacorn. But today we have an incredibly intricate and special collaboration round for you today. So we're making love potions in these cute little nondescript bottles that we will be putting our incantations in because your birthday should be full of love, and love inspires your art the most, and it's Love My Productions, and I love you so damn much. So we're here to make love potions. Do you want to know how we're doing? How it's going to be a collaboration?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we each have a little container of corn syrup. So we start with that. We'll pick a color of paint that goes in there, and we get to stir it up with our little magic sticks. That's how we create that. But then we'll be choosing items for each other to incorporate into the bottles. So we can put beads and things in there. We can put these little glitter sparkles in there. We can tie around the outside of the bottle with lace or string. And then you're going to be able to put your own label on it. If you just want to write love potion, if you want to write something special. But for whoever buys these when we're done, they're going to get a love note from us. So you can pick any one of these 4 cards and write out a love note to a random person who will buy your love potion. Okay? So we get to get a random number generated from our lovely technician, Mr. Mikey. So if we do a drum roll, please, we'll get a random number generated, which is 3.
That's a lucky number.
Good. So then you pick 3 things that I should incorporate into. It could be a color of gems. It could be a certain ribbon or string for the bottle.
This one.
Okay.
A couple of D's and matches.
Precious. Oh.
You get this one.
Okay.
3.
We have one more random number generated, Mr. Mikey. 4. Okay. I'm going to pick 4 things to give Miss Asha in her container of love. I'm gonna have you use the little green ones.
Okay.
And I want you to have this big old thing. And I just want you to have like a clumping of all of this. And you need another thing, so we're gonna add this in there somewhere with something.
Lovely.
And in addition to this random shit that we've just selected for each other to put into our love potions, I have this gorgeous bouquet, as you noticed, that's not normally here. And I would like each one to be plucked, like, loves me not, loves me not, and put, not all of them, but a couple petals into your love potion. And then each one has a different meaning. So your pink will be a quality that you're looking for in a partner. Your red, these are fabric. It's a whole one. Your red is a quality you've learned to hate in people. And then your yellow, that's a full one, is a quality you find most valuable in friends, because that's love too. Friends love each other too. And then blue is one way you were taught to love people by your family. Okay, so while we get started and say our incantations, we will save the meanings of these for the Patreon exclusive. So if you want to know what our definitions of these are that are going into the love potions, you can subscribe on Patreon. But for everyone else, you'll just know that those are in there with our spirit and energy in the potion.
That's true.
So now we just get to make them.
And we start now.
Welcome back. That was sticky. We have lovely love potions for you now based on this lovely human. And do you want to tell them about your process of concocting? What did you think while you were making it with all the little incantations and love?
So I think it's kind of cool. We took turns actually sharing our different opinions about the kind of qualities that we like in partners and friends. So I don't know, all of it was just like full of love right into the bottle for sure.
There's a lot in my bottle as well. And when you buy these love potions, we hope that all of the love that we have is blessing you in your life. Can't guarantee that it's going to be good once you take it out, so I would recommend leaving it in the bottle. Now that you see both of our lovely love potions, you can vote for your favorite by clicking the eye icon in the upper right hand corner of the YouTube video and tell us which one you loved the most. So thank you again, Asha, for being here. I really appreciate your energy and love with the love potions, and I'm sure that everybody would love to follow you on
Polymath Productions.
At least we said the same thing at the same time this time. You know the drill. You watched another episode. We are so thankful to have you as viewers. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, do all the business. And if you have any questions you want to hear on the show, comment them down below, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks, bye.
Thanks for watching another episode of Faces of KALUOHs. As you can tell, I have many things that you can purchase on my store, and you can actually purchase the art that was made here today after you vote. Check out some of these other videos, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Thanks! Good? Done? Fab. Do you want to take pictures of my dicks now?